fantastical day. Not everyone is, so be thankful for what you got. Today, we're playing this dinosaur game, and we're going to talk a little bit about Jesus. Well, actually, that's what I normally say. It's force of habit. Today, we're going to read in Genesis 39, 6 through, make sure my mic is on, 6 through 23. Let's get to it before something else weird happens. And over here's some food. So if I get hungry, just go, yeah. Oh, come on. I have to get a little closer. A little closer. Food. But yeah. Okay. Genesis 39, 6 through 23 says, "And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person, and well favored." One moment, I'm not hearing those bugs the whole time. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. "And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, Lie with me. But he refused, and said unto his master's wife, Behold, oh, hey, Venue Craft Mapping. Hello. I'm reading in the book of Genesis, chapter 39. I'm on verse 8. I'm going to go to 23, okay? But he refused, and said unto his master's wife, Behold, oh, I'm having a day. Oh, okay. That's not what he said, but he said, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? Oh, you finished Exodus. Good for you. Oh, you're going to Leviticus. Awesome. Be careful about Leviticus. There's a bunch of people that use that to try to tell you can't get tattoos and stuff like that. And it's like, read the New Testament as well with that if you want to know, like, doctrine and, like, what's good for you. Leviticus does have a bunch of laws and stuff. That's great for building a nation. But now, since the nations are built, you don't need some of it. But anyway, it's a whole issue. I mean, a whole topic. I'm going to try to keep reading through this. Yeah, how can you do this? Great wickedness is sin against God. It's like it's a sin against God to go with someone else's wife. Don't do that. And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her, but to lie by her, or to be with her. And it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there with him. And she caught him by his garment, saying, Lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand, and fled, and got him out. He's like, ah! Bros before hoes, I guess. It's the only thing I can think about this. But all jokes aside, though, like, he wasn't gonna disrespect the guys in charge of him. He did what was right. And she caught him by his garment, saying, okay, and he fled, got him out. Continue verse 13. And it came to pass, when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called out unto the men of her house, and spake unto them, saying, See, he hath brought in an Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. She didn't care if he was a Hebrew and she tried to sleep with him. She wasn't racist until he wouldn't sleep with her, which is funny to me. So yeah, I think racism comes from that. Let's see now. Continuing in verse 15. And it came to pass, when he heard that I lift up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, The Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me. It makes me think of, like, oh no, what happened? Oh, my character grew up in the game. was like, oh no, what happened? Anyway, back to a cinematic shot. Oh, bye. Okay. And it came to pass as I lifted up my voice, continuing verse 18. And it came to pass as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. And it came to pass when his master heard the words of his wife, which she spake unto him, saying, After this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in prison. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy. I'm in Genesis 39. I read from 6, and right now I'm in verse 21. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison. Whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him, and that which he did, the Lord made it prosper. I'm looking at the comments, my dude, okay? I just wanted to read through it, because I've been having trouble reading through that today, and I wanted that to get there. Oh, okay, it's splashing on the rain. Basically, this is the story of Joseph. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. The story of Joseph. He was the guy with the coat of many colors. And he was the son of Abraham, Isaac, Joseph. I think Isaac. I'm trying to remember. I'm having a brain fart. Abraham. No, Joseph. Anyway, son of Joseph. Not Joseph. Oh gosh, I'm having a brain fart. Israel. I think it's Israel. Yes, because it's one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Oh my gosh, my brain. But anyway, he was oh great, I'm freezing. But basically what happened was, his brothers didn't like him because he had a cool jacket. So they tried to kill him, and there's like, I don't want to kill him. So they sold him into slavery instead. Because, you know, great brothers selling their brother into slavery. Don't do that. You know, got him out of the rain. Should be better in here. Anyways, and they sold him to slavery, and then a guy bought him, because, you know, slavery was around, still around today, but people want to pretend like it's not. And, then after that, the guy who bought him really liked Joseph because he was a hard worker and a good man. He didn't steal, he didn't lie. He was a hard-working, good man. And the guy who bought him, his wife, wanted to sleep with Joseph. That's what this story is about, is that she was going against her husband and wanting to sleep with basically the pool boys, but we would do now the stereotype of that. And he said no, which made her mad. So she made it up like he went after her, and because of that, he got thrown in jail. But then he became like the second highest person in the jail, and because of that, he got to talk to prisoners, and that's the story we hadn't got to yet. Let's sneeze for a moment. Okay, I sneezed. Ugh, water. Okay. But, and then after that, he could see the dreams of the prisoners, because that was a miracle that God could do. He was friends with God, so he got to do that. And, let's see. I had food up here, and I gotta go find it now. Oh no, I got lost in the woods. No! I got lost in the woods. Let's go up here. I think there's food up here somewhere. I think I've never seen food up here. Yeah, it'd be up here. But, and he got to see the future through people's dreams, and one of the people who he did that to, got to talk to the king, you know, the Pharaoh of Egypt, and then he's like, I've been having weird dreams, bring him here, I want him to tell me what this dream means. he did that, and it was so, and he saved all of Egypt from a famine. He got to be put the second highest person in the land. Everything was good for him for a little bit. And then later on, his brother showed up, asking for food because the famine hit their land as well. Uh-oh. Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Are you friendly, Dilophosaurus? Are you friendly, Ghost Dilophosaurus? Oh no, it's not friendly! Run away, run away, run away, run away. It got me. No. It got me. But, yeah, the story of Joseph, I think it was told really well by the VeggieTales version, The Ballad of Little Joe. And through it, let's keep playing. Continue with Concaventor. I normally go with Apache Cephalosaurus, but I'm trying to do a carnivore playthrough this time. But yeah, and his brothers, the reason they sold him into slavery was because Joseph years ago had a dream about, like, one day I'm going to be important, you're all going to bow down to me. And that made them mad. But they all had to bow down to him. Like, ask him for mercy because he pranked them hard. He pretended like he was going to kill his brother. For stealing stuff. And it's to see if they changed. It's like, is it gonna let the other brother die? And it's like, they felt bad for killing Joseph all these years later, and they didn't kill him to sold him into slavery, but they felt bad about it ever since. And then he's like, okay, bro, we ain't gonna kill him, it's just a prank. And he got to see his dad again, and it was all good. And then they all moved into Egypt. And then, their kids had kids, and then their family, they brought in more family members, and they kept having kids, and that scared the Egyptians, and they put all the Hebrews into slavery. And that's a whole nother story. But yeah, that's the story of Joseph. And like, why tell that? Well, he had a lot of bad stuff happen to him in his life. But he kept pushing forward, he kept doing what was right anyway. And I think we all could use a little bit of motivation to do that. Because sometimes it's like, what's the point of doing what's right? Like when the evil ones get ahead, and it seems like what we did was in vain. Because like, he was doing everything right, but Potiphar's wife made up lies about him. But he kept doing what was right anyway, because he was a good man. So that's what you should do. A good man doesn't have everything work out for him all the time. He keeps doing what's right no matter the circumstances. So what kind of person are you going to be today? There are good women too, so if you try to say that I'm just saying about men, it's like women can be good too. Good godly women are important as well. Well, for them, it wouldn't have taught Timothy. That's a character in the New Testament. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. And I told you all this while playing a dinosaur video game. So you don't have to be the most richest, the most smartest person to tell people about the Bible and tell people Bible lessons. You can be like me, some goober with a like some peanut head with a free Roblox game and a little bit of spare time. Yeah. Food. Are you alive? No. Food. Yum. Yeah, that's all I got for the story of Joseph. It's also a good, remix of the story of Job, which was, he did everything right. He was a good man in the eyes of God. And he lost everything. He lost all of his money, all of his animals. He lost his, kids. He was stuck with his wife. She didn't die. It's kind of funny. It's like, Everything else was gone, but she stuck around. So she wasn't that nice. Think about it. Cause she told him, "Why don't you cuss God and die?" And he's like, "No, we should ask good things of God, not evil." Um, there's a little hole in his tree roots. Let's go over here. Look at this. There's a hole in his tree root, perfectly tiny dinosaur size. Ain't this neat? Oh, come on! I can't zoom out more than that. This is annoying. Okay. Should be like this and like this. There we go. But and then on the story of Job, after that happened, 3 people came up and told him, like, it's because you've sinned and that bad things happen to you, and like give the knowledge of the world. And my advice on this is, you do not know why bad things happen to people. What your responsibility to do when bad things happen to people is to love them, help them, pray for them, and shut up. Because God's job is to judge people. Your job is to be there to help correct and you have kindness and support. That's what you should do. There's some people that say things I don't agree with. I disagree with people on things. But I think cruelty and being like, ha, you deserve this, you had this coming, I don't think that's a good mentality to have, no matter who it is. Because it's like, I think it was Paul who said the end of the wicked is terrible. So it's like, it's God's job to deal with the hearts of men, not yours. And the souls and the fates of them, not yours. So, Joseph honored God, and God honored him back. He's like, thank you for being nice. And he kept going. Are you kind to God? Do you keep going when things get hard? Or do you give up and cuss in traffic? It's like, what if you were thrown in prison? Would you still hold on to the faith? If you were accused of stuff, people make up stuff about you, how do you react? How do you react when times get hard? Do you blame God for them? I still think it's kind of insulting to them when people call a thunderstrike an act of God. Oh no, I'm drowning. This is my own doing. This is not God's fault. Why can't I swim? This might be the end. Hey, my head's above water. I can live. I will live. Okay, so apparently these things swim a lot better than Apache cephalosauruses do. That's a good thing to know. Hear my dog snoring in the background like a chainsaw. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But yeah, that's about it for this one. I'm kind of sad. Originally, I shot this in daylight, but some stuff happened, and live streams do not always go perfectly. Technical issues, real life stuff, blah 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 blah. You know. But I'm gonna keep trying because teaching people Bible lessons is important. And is that ground? It's ground. Good. Okay. Okay. Oh goodness. But yeah, that's probably about it for right now. Yeah. Let's see now. Let's see if we can find a good place, to get a good cinematic ending. Let's see now. Where's the moon? There's the moon. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's a cataclysm. And a moray. And glamour shot. Yeah. And that's about it. God bless you all. Love you. Oh. And goodbye. I'll restart this live stream and do something else. But that'll be the end of this Bible lesson, the end of this topic.